Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday.
It's not Wednesday. Happy Friday, Junior. I'm glad it's not Wednesday because, tomorrow's Friday. So wait, is it Wednesday? No, it's not Wednesday. Oh my gosh. Super got confused. Yeah, because look, we have changed our lives from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays to only Tuesdays and Thursdays, right? So, yeah, so there you go. So it's Thursday. So yeah, happy Friday, Junior Michelle. Did you get a sale or something? I heard a cha-ching.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a sale.
Okay. Would you mind muting that for the live? If you don't mind. How's it going, Noel? Yeah, sorry, Robin. We need to work on being on time, and we're just not perfect. We're not like those people who follow a schedule and be on time, but we try. We do our best, but we're just unfortunately not those kind of people. So what are you going to do? All right.
Hi, Tori. Hi, Noel. Hi, Noreen. Wow, we got a lot of people today.
Yeah. So we should introduce ourselves. My name is Marina.
My name is Michelle.
and we started buying things to sell online over 2 years ago. This is our third year. And every Tuesday and Thursday in 2021, we are doing live. So on Tuesdays, we like to talk about like how our sales went the previous week. And what is that noise? Do you hear a weird noise?
Yeah, your dog's sneezing.
Oh, I was like, what is? Oh, bless you, Kiki. Gesundheit. So we're doing our lives on Tuesdays, Thursdays now instead of every day because we found like the lives that we like to do, which require a little bit of research, and then like Michelle does a beautiful presentation. It takes time, and we were doing them every day when the pandemic first started. But now, 2021, we've adjusted to the change, and we are trying to free up some time. So like literally doing a live every single day minimum is 10 hours of our time, right? So that said, we're going to deliver the same information, but we're just going to like jam pack it into 2 episodes a week. Mm-hmm. And of course, we do upload these episodes on our podcast. So you can find a replay on our podcast of the audio version. And so that's going to be on the Flipping Gals podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify Podcasts. Or if you want to watch a replay of the video, it will publish on YouTube and IGTV on Instagram. So without further ado, though, welcome Robin and Noel and Tori, Girly Girl Style, and Irish Lux, Poshmark Noreen. Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday, Junior, everyone. We're going to talk about print on demand today. So because we have room for questions at the end or during. You can ask questions, those of you who are here live, and we are more than happy to answer any questions you have. Okay, so Michelle's going to go ahead and display for those of you watching her presentation.
So, so print on demand. Why don't we start with what is print on demand and how does it work? Do you want to do a quick breakdown, Marina?
Of course, yeah. Did you have a slide for that?
I do, yeah.
Excellent. Okay, yeah. So print on demand at a glance. Here's a really nice picture Michelle's providing here. So basically, you come up with an idea. You get the idea. I mean, you can include a design. You don't have to. It could be words, right? It could be words or a design, and then you work with a third-party company. So a company that prints your ideas on items, such as like, it could be T-shirts, it could be sweatshirts, it could be mugs. It can be all sorts of things nowadays, right? And then, so basically, you will use this third-party company to integrate your ideas on there. You will need like a file to upload onto probably the website that you're going to use for print on demand. Customers will go on your website, do some shopping around, and then when the items sell, they get shipped to your customers by that third-party company. So, your ideas, it is your products, your merchandise, but you're going to split the profits with the third-party company because they're providing the actual product, and then they're doing the work of shipping it out to your customer.
That's right. So how does the business model work? Like how much profit do you get? Can you break that down to?
Yeah. So basically, I mean, I could just tell you off of our experience. So we have limited experience on this. I think we started like with a print on demand store in August, September, October, November, December. So we're almost 6 months into it, right? Between 5 and 6 months into it. I hear my dog crying. Is she okay? What's wrong? She wants to get out? Oh, great. She's going to come cry at me now. So yeah. So basically I could speak to where we are, and here's an example. Like we have about $4,500 this year in revenue so far. And yeah, and so basically profits wise, it's going to be about half of that. So what's half of 4,500? More or less, right? That's not taking into consideration if you do like some advertising and marketing, which costs some money, but it's about 40% ROI, I want to say.
Yeah. Yeah. So the idea is really you pay for the cost of how much that company is charging you, and you can price your item. So if you want to sell a mug for $30, you have a bigger profit margin, but it really depends if you are able to sell a $30 mug. So that's the gist of it. And
Michelle, I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, we hear the dog crying still. Can you open the door for the dog? Would you mind? And then go to the next slide, and I could take over it. Yeah. One more slide. Okay, excellent. So we're going to discuss the pros and the cons of having this kind of a business. So some of the pros for print on demand: there's low startup costs. And so like for our store, we do most of the designs, right? But you can also hire. I'm really sorry. I have no idea what's going on out there. I don't see Michelle. I don't see my dog, and I just hear barking.
Your door is locked.
Oh, okay. All right, Michelle, you take over. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. So pros: low startup costs. So basically, all you need to do is you need a design. You need someone to come up with an idea, someone to come up with a design. So that is really your cost. You don't need to buy any shirts. You don't need to buy mugs or anything. All you need to do is a design. So a design could be a quote, a design could be 2 words, or a design could be very, very elaborate illustration. So it depends on how much you want to invest. Second pro is it's very quick to set up. Again, this is how it works. Drop your design, you call it a day, list it, that's it. The third awesome thing is there's no need for inventory space. You don't need to store anything at all. The partner, the printer will do everything, and they will ship the item to your customers. It's very easy to experiment with product designs. Also, you have access to international market. The partner that we work with, they ship to Australia, they ship to Mexico, to Europe, to Canada. So it's awesome. And they take care of the shipping too. And then the last thing is you can sell your unique design. So if you have something really unique, some really big idea, you could put on a shirt and market it out. Now, the con is
I can go ahead and review the cons if that's all right. So the cons are, I don't even know if it's a con, but there are different companies that you can work with. So that might be a learning curve as to finding out which company is going to work for the designs that you want to put out there. Competition. So we don't normally like to share, and we advise, like, don't share your store or your designs on, if you have like if you do what we do, resellers, if you're resellers like us, you probably don't want to publish your designs on there if you have really unique designs. And I'm saying that because it's been a few times that we've had other very large foreign companies copy our designs and then just totally kick us out of the market. So we try to keep that, our store quiet. So we only share it with our family and close friends, and that's it. And we don't want people knowing, what our store is. So, the interesting thing is that that's also kind of how it is on Amazon. So you really can't tell people who you are if you're an Amazon seller, because your competition will wipe you out. Right. So, and there's people out there that have a lot of money. We're just little guys. We don't, we can't really compete against multi-million-dollar companies out there that are doing this kind of stuff. It's bad, it's dirty, but it's happening. So the other con is that the order fulfillment can sometimes get backed up, and the delivery time can take up to 2 weeks or longer. So we've had that happen, but to be honest, for us, it's not a big deal. Most people really want the items that they order and they don't mind waiting. But like, if you're used to having a business where you ship same day and your customers get their items in 1 or 2 days, that's a bit of a con. It's going to take longer in most cases for items to arrive. And then depending on the different kinds of products you have in your store, each item could take a different amount of time. So if you have mugs, maybe the mugs are really popular for that third-party company, and their shipping time is longer, right? So, and number 4 is finding a profitable niche and learning to recognize good designs can take time. So, that's important. Learning to recognize, not learning to recognize, but our store that we have now is, it's pretty competitive, as in, like, there's a lot of stores that are similar. But what sets us apart are our designs. So our designs are different. We actually don't our prices are not low. They're competitive. But we don't want to put designs out there that we have like a brand, right? So we have a brand and we want our designs to fit our brand. And so for that reason, there is a lot of work that goes into it, manpower. We do, on more difficult designs, do hire out designers to work on our art. So, that's also, you don't have to work your store like that, especially if you have a following. But that's how we do ours. And so again, it's like Michelle does have an eye for design. I have an eye for details. So we kind of complement each other on that. And that's been an advantage for us that we have. Also, the other con, number 5, is returns. Like, management can be tricky. Returns, yeah. We've had minimal returns, and I think, we have tips on that as well with our experience with returns. But I think the con that's not on here that I would add is, it's not like a passive income stream. So it's not like set it and forget it. So the more you grow your print-on-demand store, you will be doing a lot of customer service. Now, you can hire that out. We do not. We take care of it ourselves. And then we have another live that we did about customer service. So we like to respond right away and take care of problems immediately. We've done everything from calling the post office to FedEx to like we have tracked down so many items for our customers when we've had issues, and those kinds of things take time. So we do have a question and a couple of comments. So Terry here said, I use Teespring.
Tori.
Tori, and then Terry's here too. Sorry about that. So she said she uses Teespring, Teespring, but she's interested in others. And then, we're going to talk about that in a minute too, of the different companies. And Robin P said, can you design in the app? the company that you use, the partner that you're using. Yeah, a lot of companies are Michelle's like shaking her head. Yeah, a lot of companies do allow you to do that.
Yeah. So Robin, I think, the thing with print on demand is it's important to find a good partner, a partner that provides good customer service and also be able to turn things around quickly, right? So yes, there are partners, there are printers who allow you to put designs on using their tool. So to answer your question, yes, you can. Depending on how unique, of course, your design is, if it's super unique, then it might be a little tricky.
Yes, and then there's a really good question here from Noreen, Irish Lux Poshmark. She said, what tools do you use to be sure you're not infringing on any trademarks, etc.? That's a good question. So does a lawyer, no, I'm just kidding. We do have access to a lawyer, a business lawyer that we talk to when we have those kinds of questions. So honestly, that's what we do. We don't have to worry about that kind of work other than we just pick up the phone or make an appointment with a business lawyer and talk it through with them. So yeah, leave the work to the professionals on that one.
Yeah, and Noreen, yeah, we do consult with a lawyer, and there's always the trademark website where you can always type in things if you're not sure if you're infringing anything. I forgot the website, but if you type in like on Google trademark check, all you need to do, let's say, if you want to say just do it on your shirt, obviously you can go in there and type just do it. It's probably going to say it's taken, right? So you could do a quick check.
Yeah, I mean, the trademark, you just go to the official United States trademark website.
Yep.
That's like the #1 recommendation, right? You can get it from there. But there's also like another website called Trademarkia, trademarkia.com, which you can check as well. But again, the best place to check is the official United States patent, or not a trademark website. For that kind of stuff. But like, again, for us, we don't want to, probably takes a lot of time to do that. We don't have a lot of time. So we use a professional to help us out with that. But that is a really good question. Another question from Irish Lux Poshmark. Does a print-on-demand company of a kind of check system on its platform?
As far as I know Amazon does it, but I don't know about other companies.
Okay. So, yeah, Amazon will not allow you to submit a design if you are infringing on someone else's, trademark or whatever. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Yeah, Amazon's very, very strict.
Yes, they are.
So we're going to go through a couple of print-on-demand companies. It's interesting because some print-on-demand companies offer more, some offer less. So depending on what you want to create, there are so many of them you could pick from. So the first one is called Redbubble. Have you heard of Redbubble, Marina?
Yes, I have.
Okay. So they allow you to create notebooks, postcards, scarves, shirts, hoodies, stickers. And the cool thing about them is they ship most products worldwide, and they have fulfillment centers in US, Australia, Canada, Europe, UK, Germany, Netherlands. So let's say if you're selling an item and somebody from Australia wants to buy it, they could easily get the item locally from their Australia fulfillment warehouse versus having someone ship from the US to Australia. So that is really cool for if you want to expand to international market. I think that's a big plus. The platform's easy to use, and shipping cost is based on the shipping method and location. They have great customer service, and they do integrate with other websites. And they don't integrate with other website platforms. So that is a con. Sometimes you have a Shopify account, you can integrate it to your Shopify store or Etsy or Gumroad, but in this case, Redbubble does not allow you to do that.
I mean, I don't know if it's necessarily a con that it doesn't integrate, because to be honest, like, we don't integrate ours on other websites. So think of Redbubble as just like another selling platform, right, with its own audience. So yeah, it doesn't necessarily need to be a con, but there are some platforms you're going to see that you can integrate, like Michelle said, onto many different websites, which could be an advantage.
Yep.
Yeah. It hasn't really done much for us, but I'm sure, you know, if you work it or navigate, I'm sure some people have been successful doing that. So the next company here is Printify. So Printify has accessories, mugs, T-shirts, phone cases, hoodies, and other personalized products. So they have hundreds of products, actually. Their pricing is competitive. They have printing partners in over 90 locations. They're also international. You could find them in the United Kingdom, Australia, even China and Germany. They have automatic syncing with your online shop, and they do integrate with WooCommerce, which is another platform, kind of like a Shopify, and Etsy. So that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. And the thing about competitive item pricing is you kind of have to evaluate if you want to sell quality items or you want to sell, you know, maybe a shirt that's not, the quality's not as good, but you can mark down the price a little bit more and have a better profit margin. So those are the type of things you want to evaluate. The next one is Merch by Amazon. So this is, again, very simple. You know, you go on the website, you upload your artwork, you set a list price, and then they print it, they sell it for you. The cool thing about Amazon, of course, is when people search on Amazon, your listing would pop up on Amazon. So they do have a very big customer base. They offer short sleeve shirts, long sleeve shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, and pop sockets. So not a whole lot of selections compared to some other websites. The service is by invitation only. And again, I mentioned you can access to many, many customers. There is no integration option, of course. You have to just sell through Amazon. And, you know, they are quite strict when it comes to uploading an artwork and meeting all the requirements. So that is one thing about Amazon based on our experience.
Yeah, I mean, there's some things I could say about Amazon because we do use Amazon, but we're using Amazon for different reasons. So the cool thing, if you use this Merch by Amazon, you're going to learn about how to list on Amazon, which you could potentially expand to even selling on Amazon, because it's essentially the same thing. It's just a product you're uploading and you're using the Amazon platform. So the thing is with Amazon wants sellers that are going to bring results to their platform. So if you're a seller who's not going to do that, they could take away the invitation. They could say, no, you're not allowed to sell on here. But basically, you have to apply and get accepted to sell on Amazon. So with the other websites, anyone can open a store or a shop or an account. But with Amazon, you actually have to apply to do it. They also, when you first start, they don't let you upload. You know, we have like 100 designs in our print-on-demand store. But Amazon's not going to let you do that. They're going to let you do 10. And they're going to see how your performance goes. If you sell things, your performance does well, they'll allow you to sell 20. So they like allow you to sell more and more little by little, depending on your performance. So really, they're not messing around. And yeah, but so yeah, the competition factor, there's a lot of competition. Nonetheless, you could do well on Amazon if you do something that's super duper niche in there that no one's doing. So that's kind of like how you can win on Merch by Amazon. But you can also do things on Amazon, and we actually have some stuff on there that we do for other people. So we do branding services, we do print-on-demand services for other people, and since we do have the account with Amazon, we do host some of the print-on-demand things for others on there with a private link. So it's not on there for public purchase. It's literally just a place where we put a link for our clients, our print-on-demand clients, And then they can use a link to provide to their audience or customers or whatever. So there's different creative ways that you could use Merch by Amazon. It's definitely the one of the top, if not the top place to earn money doing print on demand.
Yeah, and Amazon also has great customer service, so that's no doubt. The other thing about selling on Amazon is, like Marina said, it's very competitive, and you're exposing your design to pretty much everyone, which means people can copy your design very easily. So that's another thing about selling on Amazon.
I did want to touch on what Michelle said though, but you can really scale on Amazon because, like she mentioned, the customer service part that we did talk about earlier, that could be a con. Amazon would take care of all of that, and you wouldn't have to take care of any of it. So that's so if you want to scale, this is a fantastic way to do it.
Yeah. All right, the next one. This one is called Zazzle. Actually, out of all the platforms, I feel like Zazzle has the most variety of products that that you could do print on demand with. Design cards, invitation, clothes, so apparel, home decor. I think that's really cool. Accessories and electronic device add-ons. I think, all those options make a Zazzle a little bit different. So they do get a lot of traffic, and you could choose how much you make on sale. So that's great. They offer helpful guidance along the way, and this is like any other print on demand. They take care of manufacturing, printing, and shipping. I like their website. It seems like it's very easy to navigate. It seems like they have a lot of different variety you could choose from. And then it looks like people have to shop on their platform. Basically, they don't integrate to other platforms.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So Printful, this is one of the bigger print-on-demand companies, and what's great about them is that actually they do integrate with a ton of different platforms, and you could sell mugs, posters, backpacks, blankets, jewelry, stickers. They have a lot of options for things you can sell. Some of their more popular platforms that they integrate with are eBay, Amazon, Wish, Etsy, and even other like e-commerce websites such as Shopify, WooCommerce, Wix, Squarespace, Weebly. So honestly, the most diverse platform that we are familiar with is Printful, because look, you probably could expand yourself to so many other platforms through this third-party company. So that's it. Was that the one, Michelle? Or I have one more.
Yeah, there's one more. And so Printful has 5 fulfillment centers in LA, California, in Mexico, in North Carolina. I don't know where Latvia is. It sounds like I think it's in Europe, and in Spain. So they haven't gone to Australia. So I think the Redbubble one has the most locations around the world. So again, you kind of have to evaluate what are your priorities and start from there. We've got 2 more, actually. So Guten is another one. Travel bags is very cool. I actually haven't seen a print-on-demand that makes travel bags. Travel bags, clothing, dog beds. Come on. Like, I want a customized dog bed. Umbrellas, fleece blanket, frame print. So I think this company is really trying to make themselves look a little bit different in terms of what they offer. And this makes me want to make a dog bed. So they do integrate with Shopify, Etsy, Amazon. So I think this would be worth checking out too. So it's called Guten, Gooten.
Yeah, what I think is really cool about Guten or other companies that offer things like dog beds is that if you've always wanted to have like a dog store where you just sell dog items, your whole store doesn't have to be just print on demand, right? You could source your dog items from different places. But how cool that you can, especially if you have a cool design or phrase or something you want to include, that you could just make your own. Again, my favorite part of this is that you don't have to ship it when it sells, right? So that frees up your time immensely.
Oh my gosh, that's a great idea. Let's start a dog bed print on demand store.
A dog bed print on demand store. If you have the time, Michelle. I feel like our glass is pretty full here.
All right, you can do the last one.
Okay, yeah, so this is really popular. And what I do like about Teespring is that I've seen this one pop up a lot when you go on someone's YouTube channel. If there's a YouTuber or you have a YouTube account and you make a Teespring account, I've seen all the merch for that channel that I'm watching just pop up automatically on the bottom. So that's really convenient. So that's what I know Teespring for. And so they also do everything. They do mugs, accessories, tote bags, home decor, socks. They do T-shirts. And so, yeah, there you go. It says on there that they also integrate with YouTube, what I was just saying, and Google Shopping. So that's definitely, again, different. It's a very, very powerful one for if you have a YouTube channel and you want to sell your merchandise that way.
Yeah, and if you guys want to start, let's say you're not sure, you don't know what the quality is like, most of these websites do offer samples. So what you could do is, you could upload your artwork and send yourself a sample just to see if the quality is what you're looking for. And then go from there. So again, it does take work. It requires time and work for you to kind of put a lot of thoughts into your designs and things like that. But print on demand is, some people are very successful at it.
Yeah, we're just getting started. So we're pretty happy where we are with the store that we opened. However, we want to open more stores this year, 2021, because we've seen the potential that store that we opened has provided. So if you are low on time and resources, print on demand is a fantastic way to get another stream of income going. My mother, she's older, right? And she has a full-time job, but she's interested in starting another stream of income. And I'm going to help her out with starting a print-on-demand store. And we actually have, and our print-on-demand store currently, we have it on Etsy, right? So that's what I'm going to guide my mother to do, because she doesn't know this yet, but we have a webinar series on our website, flippinggals.com. That's 3 parts, and it actually touches on how to sell on Etsy, and actually it will also go through how you can use print on demand as one way to sell on Etsy. So I'm going to have my mother go through that. I'm going to help her open up a store so she could start making some income on the side, and it won't require too much of her time.
Yeah, honestly, I absolutely love print on demand because I don't have to do the packaging, I don't have to do the storing, I don't have to do inventory, I don't have to do a lot of stuff.
She gets to do the fun part, which is design, and Michelle loves designing things. So that is nice. And Evolving Always Productions, Terry says, thank you for sharing this great information, Flippin' Gals. Thank you guys so much for coming today. We can always do another video because I feel like there's other questions about third-party tools, or what tools do you use to put those designs on the store. So yeah, there's definitely a lot out there in terms of learning on print on demand. So if you guys do have any questions, feel free to send us a direct message on Instagram under the name and the handle Flippin' Gals. Thanks again. Have a wonderful Friday Junior and weekend. We will see everybody on Monday. Thank you so much for joining today. Have a wonderful night.
Have a good night. Bye.